Dear students, Salam Alaikum. Today we shall have the video of the fourth topic, average rate of change of a function. See, the functions are normally changing except for the constant function. So if a function is changing over an interval, we have to assign some average value to it. That is called as average rate of change of a function over a closed interval a comma b. A is allowed, b is allowed, and a function f of x is given. So the average rate of change of this function is defined as delta f over delta x. You have to write this capital triangle, capital delta, f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. A is first, b is second. A is small, b is big. So always do second minus first. In all your mathematics and physics questions, you do second minus first. How many hours are there between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock? 5 minus 2, 3 hours. So we'll get a number here, and this number can be negative, 0 or positive. So it depends on the calculation. It can be negative, 0 or positive. If the function is a sine cosine function with trigonometric ratios, then you have to use radians. You cannot use degrees in calculus. You have to be careful. Now the questions are very easy. We'll do 5-6 examples and see what happens. Find the average rate of change of a function f of x equal to x power 3, x cube. Power 3 has a name, x cube minus 10 over the interval 3, 5, a equal to 3, b equal to 5, f equal to x cube minus 10. First calculate f of a, you will get f of 3, 3 cube minus 10. 3 cube is 3 into 3 into 3, 3 times, which is 27, minus 10 is 17. F of b is f of 5, which is 5 cube minus 10. 5 cube is 5 into 5 into 5, 3 times, you'll get 125 minus 10, 115. So delta f over delta x is f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. You'll get f of 5 minus f of 3 divided by 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. 117 minus 17 is 98. Look at the numbers here. 98 divided by 2 is 49. You have to do that calculation, 98 by 2. Don't leave it like that. So what have we done? Let me repeat problem number 1. You have the function, you have the interval. The first point of the interval is a equal to 3. The last point in the interval is b equal to 5. Calculate f of a, which is equal to f of 3. Calculate f of b, which is f of 5. Do this calculation very carefully. Don't use any shortcuts. Do the calculation. And you always do second minus first. F of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. F of 5 minus f of 3 divided by 5 minus 3. 115 minus 17 divided by 5 minus 3, 98 by 2 equal to 49. Please do the calculations step by step using pen and paper with the help of a calculator if you need to. Don't use any shortcuts. There will be problems. Now let's look at problem number 2. Find the average rate of change of the function f of x equal to x power 5 plus 5 over the interval minus 2, 4. Now a is minus 2, b is 4. First calculate f of a. You'll get f of minus 2 whole power 5 is minus 32 plus 5 is minus 27. F of b is f of 4. 4 power 5 is 1024. 1 kilobyte plus 5. 124 plus 5 is 1029. Now it is f of b minus f of a. 1029 minus 27. See, whenever you have a minus, put a bracket. The first minus is in the formula, the second minus is in the calculation. Now minus into minus is plus, you'll get 4 plus 2, not 4 minus 2. This is plus 27, not minus 27. You'll get 1056 divided by 6, which is 176. These calculations are easy. Do them patiently with the help of a calculator. Third, find the average rate of change of a function f of x equal to square root of 4x square plus 9 over the interval minus 2, 0. A equal to minus 2, b equal to 0. Minus 2 is smaller than 0. In the interval, you always write first the small number, then the big number. Now first calculate f of a, which is f of minus 2, 4 into minus 2 whole square. Minus 2 into minus 2 is plus 4. 4 into 4 is 16. 16 plus 9 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. F of b is f of 0. 4 into 0 square is 4 into 0, which is 0. Plus 9 is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. See, we are not solving any equation, so take plus 3 here and plus 5. Square root of 25 is plus 5 and minus 5, but we are not doing any equation in this topic, so it is just 5. Take the positive square root. Now what is it? Delta f over delta x equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. Second minus first. So it is 3 minus 5 divided by 0 minus minus 2 is 0 plus 2. 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1. Now let's look at question number 4. Find the average rate of change of the function f of x equal to x cube minus 2x over the interval minus 1 comma 2, a equal to minus 1, b equal to 2. Calculate f of a. F of minus 1 is minus 1 whole cube minus 2 into minus 1. Minus 1 whole cube is minus 1. Minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. Minus 1 plus 2 is 1. F of b is f of 2, which is 2 cube minus 2 into 2. 8 minus 4 is 4. So delta f over delta x is f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. You have to remember this formula. This is 1 mark in the written exam. So f of, just for the formula, f of 2 minus f of minus 1. This minus is in the formula. This minus is in the formula. Now calculate. 4 minus 1. Minus into minus is plus, so it will become 2 plus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. That's all. Now comes the sine cosine functions. You have to be very careful. You have to use radians. Go to your calculator, press the mode button 2, 3 times, 4 times. Then you'll say 1 is degrees, 2 is radian, or opposite of that. Fix it to radians. Now f of x equal to sine x over the interval 0 to pi by 2. Now a is 0, b is pi by 2. Pi is 3.1415. You can get it in your calculator. Press shift exp. Exp is a small button on the left of equal to. You will get pi. Now f of a is f of 0 equal to sine 0. Sine 0 is 0. F of b is f of pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 is exactly 1. You can do it in your calculators. Now do this. Delta f over delta x is f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. The formula is same. Second minus first. F of pi by 2 minus f of 0 divided by pi by 2 minus 0. Now this is 1 minus 0 divided by pi by 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. Pi by 2 is pi by 2. Now this 2 will come up, go up, and pi will come down. Now those of you who cannot do 2 by pi, you can directly do 1 divided by pi by 2 in your calculators. You will get, and again do one more division, 0.6366. You can stop at 2 by pi, or you can do this. Both are fine. Please use radians. Let me repeat. Now the sixth question. Find the average rate of change of the function f of x equal to 4 cos x plus 3 over the interval 0 to pi by 3. A equal to 0, b equal to pi by 3. F of a equal to f of 0, 4 into cos 0 plus 3. Cos 0 is 1, 4 into 1 plus 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. F of b is f of pi by 3. 4 cos pi by 3 plus 3. Now cos pi by 3 is exactly 1 by 2. Those of you who have done their school geometry and trigonometry, you will know that cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. Otherwise, look into your calculator, it will give you 0.5. 4 into 0.5 is 2. 4 into half is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. So f of b is 5, f of a is 7. Now what do you do? Second minus first. Second is 5. First is 7. 5 minus 7 minus 2. Pi by 3 minus 0 is pi by 3. Minus 2 divided by pi by 3 will give you minus 6 by pi. If you do this calculation in your calculator, you'll get minus 1.9098 and many numbers after that. Take at least 3-4 numbers. Now the seventh question is to understand the calculation more carefully. Find the average rate of change of the function f of x equal to secant x. SEC is secant over the interval 0 to pi by 4. Now what happens is your calculator does not have the secant function. Don't panic. Secant x is 1 by cos x. Cosecant x is CSC, which is equal to 1 by sin x. Cotangent x is 1 by tan x. Please remember these things. Your calculator will have sine, cosine and tangent, but it will not have secant x. Secant x is 1 by cos x. Cosecant x is 1 by sin x. Cot x is 1 by tan x. That's all you have to remember these about the trigonometry. Now the first point is a equal to 0. So f of a equal to f of 0, secant 0 equal to 1, because 1 by cos 0, secant 0 is 1 by cos 0, cos 0 is 1, 1 divided by 1 is 1. F of b is f of pi by 4, which is equal to secant pi by 4, you'll get root 2 or you'll get 1.4142. You can do 1 by cosine pi by 4. We'll discuss this again another time. Now delta f by delta x is f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a, second minus first. So you have root 2 minus 1 divided by pi by 4. Now you can continue the calculation like this, or you can continue the calculation like this. Use whichever method you want. So you can calculate like this, like the yellow or like the red. And these are the numbers which you will get. Root 2 is 1.4142 minus 1, you will get 0.4142. Divide pi by 4, you will get 0.7853. 0.4 divided by this 0.7, all these numbers, you will get 0.5274. Now you have to remember that secant is 1 over cos, cosecant is 1 over sine, and cotangent is 1 over tan x. Today you have to learn this much trigonometry. We will do more trigonometry when the situation requires it. Okay, we'll discuss these calculations again in the class. Inshallah. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.